Hi, my name is Hawatu Davowah, also known as Hawa, and I attend the Silver Spring campus of Union Church. I feel prepared for the opportunity to be part of Union College. Yeah, and I can say that with confidence. I feel prepared for this opportunity because God has been very intentional about the people, places, and opportunities that He's been placing in my life during this season. And Union Church and Union College has been no exception. And when I think about some of the most inspiring people that I look up to at Union, and even outside of Union, I can think of a few examples. They have one thing in common, and that is that they went to Union College. They walk with a level of boldness that exemplifies the understanding that God is their source. And that's the fuel that propels them into everything that they're walking into and the ways that they lead as well. And I think God has called me into so many things in the marketplace and possibly in ministry, which is something that I would not have imagined for myself. But that's why He says, lean not on your own understanding. With that being said, there's just a level of boldness and understandings of systems that I really want to grasp, and I think will actually be vital to my success in the marketplace and beyond, especially when it comes to being the hands and feet of His ministry. So I feel prepared and I feel excited. The last book I read was called What My Bones Know by Stephanie Fu, and it's an autobiographical memoir where she explores the effects of intergenerational trauma on her personal life, seeking and receiving a complex PTSD diagnosis, and what her healing journey looked like afterwards. She does a really good job of blending impact, like the impact of her story, with clinical insight. It's a good read. I really enjoyed it. And yeah. Next up, the next part of the question asks, what are you reading now? And I'm reading two books. I am reading Sex and the Single Christian Girl by Marian Jordan Ellis. I was reading this with my Freedom group actually, and it revealed that, you know, our purity journeys are about more than not having sex. It's about honoring God with our bodies and becoming more like Christ with everything that we do and everything that we are. So I'm really enjoying this book. I love that she keeps it real. 10 out of 10. And last but not least, I am reading The Garden Within by Dr. Anita Phillips. And I just started this one, but she essentially says that our hearts are like soil that the seeds of our lives are planted in. So I'm already excited to jump into this one, and I think I'm attracted to books that explore emotional terrain because I see how the enemy uses mental strongholds to keep us in bondage or in sin and under oppression, and I want to understand that better. I do consider myself a smart person, but maybe not in the traditional sense. Although I do love a good fun fact. I do know a lot of random facts about things, but I would say though that my intelligence comes from being curious and being determined. Yeah, I ask a lot of questions. I don't settle for surface level understanding, and when I don't know something or when I hit a roadblock, I find out, I ask for help. Yeah, And I think like it's one thing to have a curious mind, or it's one thing to have that like potential, but determination is what produces results. And it's one thing to be curious, but it's another thing to actually follow through until you figure it out. And I think that's what separates or distinguishes potential from actualization, or potential from promise. So yeah, so I think the combination of being curious and determined actually produces smart outcomes more than just knowing a lot of facts. Yeah, I think being smart goes beyond getting straight A's, because anyone can memorize something, but application and determination and curiosity, I think those things are probably even more important. Honestly, the first person who holds me accountable is me. Integrity is a core value of mine, and so even when no one is watching, I want my life to line up with what I say. When we signed the honor code and when we agreed to be the hands and feet of Christ, I took that on as a badge of honor. It really is a privilege, and it's not an identity that you can just like clock in and clock out of. I lean on my campus pastor and first lady. They speak so much life into me and call me higher just by being the example. I'm really surrounded by such wonderful people at my campus. My director is also great, and we have a pretty transparent relationship. I was pretty transparent in my next steps conversation, and I think we've just kept that line of communication open. And then I'm also in therapy. I'm all about reflection and using the resources I have just to make sure that I'm like mentally and emotionally healthy. I think having that support inside and outside of the church has been huge for me, and it means that I'm not just accountable in one space, but I have people speaking into every area of my life.